Here's a quick look at the top news from February 16th, 2025. In a major diplomatic move, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has kicked off his first Middle East tour, beginning with high-stakes talks in Israel. His visit comes amid heightened tensions following a controversial proposal by President Donald Trump regarding the displacement of Palestinians from Gaza. During his time in the region, Rubio is expected to address the ongoing crisis in Gaza and the repercussions of the recent Hamas attack on Israel. His discussions aim to reinforce U.S. interests by fostering regional cooperation, stability, and peace. Key topics on the agenda include efforts to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas and countering Iranian influence in the region. President Donald Trump made a high-profile appearance at NASCAR's Daytona 500, marking his second visit as commander-in-chief to the iconic race. Amidst the roar of engines, Trump praised the event as a celebration of American spirit, driving around the track in the presidential limo, the Beast. His attendance underscores the cultural significance of the race, often dubbed the Great American Race. The visit comes on the heels of his historic Super Bowl appearance, showcasing Trump's continued engagement with major sports events to connect with the American public. The U.S. and Russia are set to meet in Saudi Arabia for high-stakes peace talks focused on ending the ongoing war in Ukraine. Notably, Ukraine is not part of the discussions. Leading the U.S. delegation are Secretary of State Marco Rubio, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff. The talks aim to pave the way for potential future negotiations between Presidents Trump and Putin, raising concerns in Europe and Ukraine about being sidelined. This diplomatic move signals a shift in U.S. strategy, emphasizing direct engagement with Russia to negotiate an end to the conflict. Israel has received a major shipment of heavy Mk-84 bombs, following export clearance by the Trump administration. This decision reverses a previous hold imposed by the Biden administration, which had cited concerns over the impact of these powerful 2,000-pound munitions in densely populated Gaza areas. Capable of penetrating concrete and metal with a wide blast radius, the bombs arrived after Trump lifted the embargo last month, marking a significant shift in U.S. policy toward Israel's military capabilities. The U.S. has taken decisive action by banning 5 Iraqi banks from conducting dollar transactions. This move is part of a broader effort to combat financial misconduct and prevent funds from flowing to illicit activities, including those potentially linked to Iran. The decision follows high-level talks between U.S. Treasury officials and Iraq's central bank in Dubai, as Washington pushes for financial reforms in Iraq. The affected banks, Al-Mashreq Al-Arabi Islamic Bank, United Bank for Investment, Al-Sanam Islamic Bank, Misk Islamic Bank, and Amin Iraq for Islamic Investment and Finance, now face restrictions aimed at protecting the global financial system. Canada's foreign minister has taken a firm stance, declaring that Russia will not be readmitted to the G7 during Canada's hosting period. This decision comes amid ongoing geopolitical tensions, particularly regarding Russia's actions in Ukraine. Once part of the G8, Russia was excluded in 2014 following the annexation of Crimea. Canada's position aligns with other G7 nations, maintaining a united front against normalizing relations with Russia while the conflict persists. Tragedy in South Africa as Muhsin Hendricks, widely known as the world's first openly gay imam, has been shot dead. The 57-year-old cleric, who led a mosque in Cape Town as a safe haven for gay and marginalized Muslims, was ambushed in his car near Gukaberaha. 2 masked assailants opened fire, killing Hendricks on the spot. Authorities are investigating the attack, as many fear this may be a hate crime. The incident has sparked outrage and renewed concerns over violence against LGBTQ+ individuals in the region. Severe storms tore through Kentucky over the weekend, leaving behind widespread devastation and claiming multiple lives. Torrential rains triggered flash flooding, turning roads into waterways and causing rivers to breach their banks. Governor Andy Beshear confirmed several fatalities as rescue operations continue in the hardest-hit areas. The storms also caused massive power outages and inflicted heavy damage on homes, businesses, and infrastructure. As the region assesses the full extent of the destruction, federal assistance has been mobilized to support recovery efforts. In a bold crackdown on drug trafficking, Peruvian authorities executed a major operation, seizing over 1,700 packages of cocaine and marijuana. In a unique twist, a police officer dressed as a capybara played a key role in the raid, which took place in Lima. The operation, part of the Escuadrón Verde's unconventional tactics involving festive disguises, led to the arrest of a suspect and the discovery of the drugs on Valentine's Day. Scientists have begun comprehensive assessments to understand the damage to the ocean caused by the recent Los Angeles wildfires. The Palisades and Eaton fires, which ravaged coastal areas, have raised concerns about their impact on marine life. Ash and debris, containing potentially toxic substances such as lead, asbestos, and heavy metals, have been found contaminating the Pacific Ocean. Researchers are focusing on water quality, marine life, and the broader ecosystem, including potential effects on the food chain. This critical research will help gauge the long-term ecological impact of the fires on the coastal environment. That's all for today's top news from February 16th, 2025. Stay tuned for more updates and follow us for the latest headlines. Be sure to check back tomorrow for the most important news from February 17th.